Hello everyone and welcome to Prestige Encounters, the Dungeons & Dragons campaign brought to you by Lich Souls Gaming. I'm your Dungeon Master Michael. We have an exciting session in store for you tonight. The first one of 2026, everybody. Happy New Year. But however we go through the 2026 session, a few announcements to get through. First and foremost, today in history, Wannabe by the Spice Girls was released. So that's really freaking cool. But speaking of music, a lot of the music you'll be hearing tonight is brought to you by Midnight Syndicate. Midnight Syndicate is a music production group. I'm creating goth, horror, and fantasy RPG music that you can be using at your tables at home. For more information, go to midnightsyndicate.com or use the command in our Twitch chat !midnight for a clickable link. You can watch your music videos on YouTube, listen to the music on Spotify, and even ask your Amazon Alexa device to play Midnight Syndicate right now. Thank you so much, Midnight Syndicate, and for using your music into 2026. Artwork. All the character busts that you see here were created by Jeremiah. Jeremiah is Diablo Dorado, the one and only, birthed by a golden drop of the sun. And he has created all this artwork. As I said, you can join our Discord and message him. His name is Slimy Rice, as is the name of his Instagram, and pay him monies to have artwork made for you. He would love your commissions. It's a great time. Commission him now, because yeah,
he's a busy man. But
he's a busy man, and his availability will not be available for long. So there's that. I have missed you guys these last 3 weeks. I've missed this story, and I have nothing else to say other than how about we play some D&D. So grab your drinks, grab your snacks as we welcome you to our table and we begin tonight's session of Prestige Encounters. And here, tell us what happened last week in her very own words. Last session in her very own words is none other than the one, the only Sanasha.
Sanasha reawakened in a strange new place. A small, clean home under the care of the woman who saved her. She was weak at first, fed simple broth for the better part of a week before she could manage solid food. Liliana was patient with her, but Sanasha was consumed by frustration. How had her grand adventure failed so quickly? Yet, the soothing care of the smaller woman softened the blow to her pride. As she rested, sometimes at night, she would hear voices outside, some curious, some angry. One night she heard an older voice echoing concern about an armed outsider being brought inside the Grove's protection. Still, she waited under Liliana's care, and after several weeks she felt strong enough to venture out. She found herself in a strange place, almost unrecognizable. In the center of the village was a massive tree. The borders of the place she was in was covered by a strange mist she couldn't see past. The people were civilized, but dressed simply. Very little metal was present outside of basic tools. There were no steam-powered machines like back home, no signs of opulent wealth. The children were intrigued by her. They found the giant orcish woman very fascinating with her big axe, a great curiosity. Sanasha spent some time with these people. She lost track of how much. Over time, she began to fall in love with their peaceful ways. There were no pressures from Grand Balls here, no fear of invaders coming to attack them, no talk of gods. She was eventually accepted amongst them and began to help them with her inherited crafts. But despite the supposed safety of this place, there were still warriors here. And so she trained amongst them. She began to truly feel at one with the great axe her father crafted with her. Instead of wielding it for glory, though, or for rage, she began to feel that she was able to use it as a tool to defend. These people lived a life that was worth protecting. She spent her days amongst the people, her nights in the small home of Liliana. She spent them with this woman, talking to her about the world, sharing what she had seen and the legends she had heard. She began to feel she had a home here. She began to feel like she actually belonged. No, let's focus on other things. I'm not ready to think about home yet. Conflict. We are in a moment of great conflict. Our current location is a nation of the undead, a place of horrors and nightmares for the peoples of other kingdoms. Bards here are portraying us as collaborators with Contrast for what we did in Cyrodiil. Our allies have departed to seek their own vengeance, leaving us with the once lost Diablo. The man who stepped away when he died has stepped back in to help join the party he once formed. Percy, in a crisis of faith, feeling abandoned by his god, chose a new goddess who transformed him into a half-vampire as part of his initiation. But this nation is not what I expected. These monsters seem more human than I anticipated, more people. There is darkness here, sure, but it is a darkness clinging to a version of life. However, in the midst of society, mortals are trying to overthrow the status quo. The rebellion gives us a bag of Noxerium and tasks us to plant it in the Blackshire's castle. Because of our actions as Cyrodiil, the rebels view us as some kind of heroes. Well, Diablo and Renatus seemed confident. We were faced with a choice. And we realized we could not hurt innocent lives for a cause we didn't fully understand. Direction. We took the bag to Faustus for identification and ultimately left it with him. We realized the volatile substance could have detonated any moment, taking more lives than just ours. I reclaimed my axe, and we traded the Noxerium for a spell scroll so Diablo could feel protected. And then we sought out the Blackshires, meeting them for our appointed dinner. We hadn't chosen to side with them yet, but we were sure we couldn't side with the rebellion either. We had to seek a path where we could do genuine good. Diablo made his intentions clear, though. He would find vengeance against the Blackshires, but he resolved to find another way to achieve it. Revelation. We joined the Blackshires for dinner at their manor. We were greeted as heroes for stopping the obelisk from destroying the undead. As we sat and talked, Baron Blackshire seemed curious about Diablo's mask. There was talk of a woman named Banshee and the golden son of Drellworm, but none of it seemed to mean much to me, but it seemed so important to them. As we talked, the Baron asked for the location of the rebel base, which we shared, which cemented our betrayal of those people. As the evening progressed, as the conversation moved on, Diablo removed his mask, revealing himself as Hugo, and offering an insight into his past, a boy stolen from his home and branded with a mark that seems like it's a mark of servitude. This seemed to mean more. I was just surprised that Diablo could take his mask off. I thought it was part of him. In the end, we found reward. The Blackshires rewarded us for our cooperation with the ownership of the Warden Spire and a hefty allowance. It appears we found a place to call home, but the idea of home is complicated. This is never going to be my home. Naoki, he sought the information we've been looking for. Clues to find the hidden grove we are seeking. We are given glimmers that there may be druids hiding in the Mornwood. A path to potentially completing Naoki's task. A path that may allow me to return to my own home. Step closer to home and Liliana. But we move further away as we're whisked away, teleported to the city of Astorum, on to the next step of our journey.
When we last left off, the party had been teleported by one of the archmages, a very powerful lich, to the city of Vestordum. The world snaps back into focus with a rush of cold, perfumed air. There's a light frost and a little bit of snowfall that has fallen upon the ground in your new destination. You stand at the edge of a vast marble plaza, the teleportation circle glowing faintly beneath your feet like a ring of moonlight. And before you rises Vestordum, the city of eternal elegance. And even at first glance, it is overwhelming. Wide boulevards stretch outward in perfect symmetry, lined with bone-white trees whose leaves shimmer like silver silk. Gas lamps, shaped like crystal teardrops, cast soft pearlescent light across the streets, illuminating citizens dressed in haute couture, flowing shadow silks, lacquered mask, bone-inlaid jewelry. Every passerby moves with deliberate grace, as if the entire city is performing a silent ballet. Above the skyline, slender spires and domed rooftops gleam like polished porcelain. Banners of deep midnight blue ripple from the balconies, embroidered with the sigil of the Darthbine family, a cracked porcelain mask wreathed in moonlight. Music drifts through the air, a ghostly orchestra playing somewhere unseen, its notes soft and haunting. Perfume, floral, cold, and faintly necromantic, mingles with the scent of incense from open atelier windows. And high above it all, perched on a terraced hill overlooking the grand boulevard, stands Chateau de Lunafract. Its pale facade glows under the moonlight, its towers rising like sculpted teardrops of porcelain and glass. Even from here, it radiates an aura of flawless, chilling beauty. Vestordum does not simply welcome you, it judges you, weighing your posture, your attire, your very presence, and then, with a whisper of wind through the silver leaves, it invites you to step deeper into its immaculate perfection. You stand here alone on the teleportation circle, the archmage you brought here, nowhere to be seen. What would you like to do?
This is incredible. Look at the city.
It's pleasant for
It's a little cold.
I love it. Wow. I don't know about the rest of you, but I would love to pay Lady Darthbite a visit at some point. Not sure if we have to make an appointment or something, but I'm figuring maybe we could just go on up, say hi. If there's anything else that, we'd like to do, we could obviously do that, but I would like to see her.
I mean, it does make sense. You know her, so.
This Lady Darthbine, she's somebody y'all met before.
Yes. She helped us out. Quite a bit ago now. But she helped us. We helped her.
In what context?
Covering for us while we escaped. Battling. The works.
Right.
So we're on better terms with her than the Blackshires, then.
Most definitely.
Okay. Well, we're sitting on a teleportation circle. We should probably find our way into the city and find some guidance, I suppose.
Maybe there's a map.
Or a tour guide.
That too.
Does there seem to be like anybody about, any guards or anything guarding this teleportation circle, or is it just like dead?
Make a perception check.
Okay. Perception. That's a unnatural 20.
As you're looking around, you are starting to make out a few different types of people, actually. You didn't notice them at first glance, but there are a number of people who are wearing clothes that almost make them blend in with the marble. They are wearing masks of porcelain. And they're kind of walking about making sure the city is clean, gardens are kept, that sort of thing. They seem to be like city workers almost. And then there are a few other people moving about. There are the sentinels that seem to be made. They almost look like large dolls in some way, but more so porcelain dolls that are depicting soldiers. They have a like a teacup clinking sound as they walk around the ground, but it really sounds like chimes echoing. And despite them being described as dolls and having that like almost dainty like sound, it gives you the feeling of like spiders scuttling across the ground or up your arm. It's there's just something about the tones and the pitch clashing with each other with every footstep that makes you kind of just step back in a way. That reminds you of consequence and death. Here and there you see these beings made of like a pale white, and upon closer glance they almost seem like golems carved from bone, with a number of precious metals and jewels engraved into their surface. And there are a number of ghostly figures as well. And then finally, aristocrats that seem close, like the ones in Auschwitz that you can tell are vampires. There are also living people here that are dressed well as well. Between the class disparity, there is one thing that you notice between them all. Beauty and being immaculate and well dressed and fashionable is in the upper class, while those who are working are still, like the ones in the porcelain masks, they're still dressed well, but they are hiding their face, or rather hiding their imperfection. And as you get a closer glance, just because you got a 20, there is one last group of people that you begin to notice, very scattered here and there. They're dirty, clothes torn, not very attractive by conventional means, and these people are just being ignored as people walk by them on the street. No one looks at them, no one acknowledges their presence. They just exist.
Do they look like
They-
mortals?
Oh, sorry.
They appear to be a mixture of mortals and undead alike.
Oh. Hmm.
Are they like begging on the street, or are they just like going about their day, not really
They
bothered by the
don't
lack
waste
of?
their time begging, it seems. A lot
Okay.
of them are before one of the porcelain people I can pick or clear out any kind of refuse out of the way. They try to pick it real fast. They're shoot away here and there, but they're not, I will say they're not plentiful.
Okay. And then these porcelain dolls, are they just like the lone sentry, or do they have like lesser guards with them, if you know what I'm saying, like
They are
escorting
a
the
lone
guard?
sentry. They do not appear to be, there does not appear to be any organic guards present at this
Okay.
moment in time.
I'll go up to one of the workers that's got one of these porcelain masks on. Good morning or evening, I'm still not sure how you tell the time in this place. Me and my friends are looking to make a meeting with Lady Darthbine. We're new here. Whereabouts would we do that?
The person looks away from you and turns their back, and then they speak.
Okay.
We're seeking an audience with the lady of the city.
Yes, if that's possible. We met her on a past adventure and we wish to reconcile, should you say?
The Veiled Vanguard, maybe you should mention. Specifically, she points to Evelyn. Evelyn here seems to know the lady personally. Maybe you should do the talking.
Yes, I should have led with this. I am a, she'll kind of look at everyone. I'm a knight of Lady Darthbines, and so I'm here to report for duty. Newly appointed and ready to go.
So
I just have never been here before.
you were
Would you mind showing us the way? Of course. Don't you remember?
I wasn't with the party yet, so.
You didn't hear about it? Huh. That's crazy. Because it's definitely real, and I'm definitely telling the truth.
Remember, but are you telling the truth?
No.
Okay, make a deception check.
No.
Because I'm like, did I give you a commendation? I can't remember. That sounds like something I would do.
Yeah. I want an insight check on that.
She's trying to manifest that into her life, I believe. Tough. Yeah, that's 9.
Tell that she seems to be
It
telling the
doesn't
truth to
seem
Sanaja.
that the worker doesn't like not believe you. It's more so they just, with their back turned. It doesn't seem like they have anything to do with this request that you're making at the moment. I've never heard of anyone having an audience except the highest ranking house of the city that is chosen every year.
House. Okay, for sure. I know about that. The houses of this city. How many are there?
How many houses are 8?
I didn't know if they, went ahead and added my suggestion. 8, of course. Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna go. And she's gonna turn around and try to find someone else to ask. She's gonna go tap it on shoulders. Excuse me.
Having failed my insight check, she's saying, so you're a knight?
No, not yet. I'm waiting for that to happen. I'm pretty sure it's going to happen.
Are you sure they won't use your bones and turn you into one of those people made of precious metal and bone?
That'd be kind of cool. I can't lie. And I'd be probably pretty strong. A lot stronger than I am now.
Cram. Kinda.
That didn't work out very well for Cram either.
That's
Well,
true. I don't think that's going to happen. I think this is all going to go great. We just need to figure out, we need to brainstorm what we want. We'll get in there, easy peasy. We have rapport.
You probably should have said, Mage Knight or something. I don't know.
Why don't we just tell them that we were sent here by the Blackshires?
Yeah.
Now you're thinking.
That ought to have some sway.
Yeah. Instead of us, we don't always have to, complicate everything, right?
No.
I can, if we find somebody else, maybe I can give a little bit more sway, work the gimmick up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Why don't we talk to a normal person? All these people with the masks. Can I look around for one of those disheveled folk that are just hanging around?
I
feel like they're going to give us the answers that we are looking for. Just some honest, hardworking people, you know?
A young boy named Gavroche. No, y'all don't get the reference, okay?
No.
Nope.
It's okay. Yeah, these people they're being ignored, so they probably observe so much. Yeah, that's so.
Excuse us. Hello. How are you?
You walk up to a withering way zombie person. They are missing an arm. Their clothes are in tattered rags. And as you approach this person, you say hi to them. People flinch around you and gasp as they continue walking.
Which people flinch and gasp?
The ones who are ignoring them Basically anyone
Okay.
but these people. You speak to one of the fractured.
What's that? What's a fractured?
Those that are not present.
You're not present in what way?
Oh, random passerby will come up. Hello.
Hello.
Come this way.
Okay.
Away from
See you
that.
later.
Sure.
The
Did the
woman-
creature, did that person even acknowledge that we spoke to them, or is just everyone else seemed shocked? we
That
spoke to
person was the
them?
one who was speaking to you.
Yeah.
But someone's like walked up and pulled you away, like almost like you are approaching a radioactive substance. The woman that pulls you away is wearing a black gown that as the pale light around you like catches it, it kind of sparkles and shimmers. It flows down. It has these accents across the shoulders that you recognize to be skeletal hands and bones that kind of come down in almost like a semicircle down across the chest, and it's just accented by ivory and bone. She has her hair tied up with a sapphire and platinum clip and pin. I can tell that you are not from here. Her pale skin kind of just like shines and shimmers as she's kind of pulling you around. She's holding Emlyn by the arm, like escorting her.
This is true.
Not to talk to one of the fractured here.
Okay.
They are the
All right.
flawed, the unstable.
It's stable? In what way? They just seem broken and ignored.
Exactly. They are not beautiful.
What? Why don't they just leave?
Tell me, where do you all hail from? As she's continuing to walk you down the street.
I hail from Aushus. These are my companions.
I'm from an Ilnir. Yeah. Oh, you know what I'm saying. Thank you.
Yeah.
Ilnir, yeah.
Anemone.
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 Wonderful. How is Auschwitz this time of year? I've always made, I've always wanted to go, and it never comes up. The Sitting Stone group just seems to fall apart when we get closer to the time to go.
It's nice, but there's been some turmoil with the rebellion that's been under covers and everything. But I think we made some headway on that. I'm particularly a servant to the Blackshires.
Oh, a man of society. And then she kind of like takes a slow look down and up and very slightly grimace, but does everything she can to not show it.
Well, man of society by happenstance. They pick up a wayward boy and show him a better life.
I see. How charitable.
Yeah. Now, we're having a slight issue. We were sent here hastily. Unfortunately, some matters needed to be attended to. We're trying to get in contact with the lady of the city for an audience.
Oh. That is something I've never heard of outside the wedding house of the Equinox show.
Well, these are some confusing times.
And to be clear, members of our group have already met with the lady, so it's not so much of a first meeting, but a reconnection.
Well, I'm certainly not someone who could even get remotely close to the showing, but
All that we ask is you point us in the right direction.
We were told that one of the houses, the top house, chosen house, they seem to get a more regular audience with her. Maybe we could speak to someone there.
I mean, all of the boutiques on the Gilded Promenade.
Well, could you point us to the Gilded Promenade then?
Well, right now you're on the Grand Boulevard, and it's like a very wide walkway street with carriage traffic down the middle of it on this marble walkway or other path. And she points you a couple blocks forward where there is supposedly a courtyard with the 8 houses, boutique stores that are present there. I highly suggest that you bring your money bags, if you would.
I to say, yeah, we're just stopping through here before we take ownership of the Warden Spire, so.
Oh. I wish you the best of luck.
We don't need luck. We bring our own. I thought that was a good line, guys. Come on. Just give me a reaction.
We have luck at home.
Luck at home.
Yeah, we have luck at home. Yeah, we have you have luck in bed, I guess. Oh.
Okay.
Tough crowd. Huh?
Is this thing on?
Yeah.
Am I muted?
Am I
All right.
muted? What's going on, yo?
Yeah, let's oh, thank you very much. Let's head that way, everybody.
Yeah. So I guess we go to the yeah.
Yeah, Emmeline is right now, she has her journal out and she is just big time looking around and sketching,
She's not showing
taking notes.
Tim on being like, these people are very strange, right?
Incredibly rude, yes.
I mean, it's like everyone's posh, but don't understand how to be polite and fashionable. I don't know.
Well, that's pretty common when you say. I mean, I think it's beautiful here. I think, Lady Darthmine has really worked her magic in this city.
Yeah.
I will say that.
I just wonder what the story is that seems strange. You can't just ignore someone because they're broken.
Well, this nation here values their class structures that they don't have to be nice to people they consider beneath them. And it seems that in this city in particular, beneath them happens to be anybody that might look visually displeasing. So the broken ones.
How are they viewing Renatus?
Was just wondering that.
Is anyone looking at Renatus like because he's a little broken?
Oh yeah, am I getting any looks right now?
You all are getting looks. You guys are wearing your adventuring clothing, I believe.
We just
Yeah.
left the frickin'
The dinner, right?
fancy dinner. We're just,
Oh wait, yeah.
You were
we're
teleported. I thought
posh.
you teleported the following morning because you stayed the night in the.
Okay, yeah. So we are.
I'm still wearing what I was
wait,
given
yeah,
to the
we
ball.
did.
I never changed.
No, you're right. Yeah. So Sanasha's wearing
So-
her pretty nice but carefully patched stuff and
has some really heavy weapons on her. Yeah. So yeah, just as we look like we don't belong here.
For the first time, Emmeline actually looks like she fits in. So
Yeah.
the bone on her
So,
shoulder.
from here down, I look like I fit in, but from the neck up, they're probably just like.
So you guys follow the directions to a street that seems like it's embroidered in platinum and sapphires and other precious gemstones and metals, also known as the Gilded Promenade. This is the creative heart of Vestorum. Where are there, and as you're looking around, you see like the number of luxury boutiques, 8 of them to be precise, 7 to be precise. Some selling gowns, jewelry, silk. You see perfumes. You see a number of models posing in the windows like mannequins, but then you notice as you take a closer look, they appear to be petrified undead creatures that are living in one way or another, but more so frozen in stasis, wearing these clothes. Everything is giving. The gardens and decorations immaculately chosen, precisely placed, and once again, people moving with utmost grace, like you're in the middle of a waltz of citizens.
And still some of these people just being ignored. Or are there none here?
They don't really to be present here.
No.
There are a number of signs above each boutique store, and I will give these to you in writing at a later time. However, one is called Maison Lacrima, House Sangreal, Atelier Reflet, La Maison Ossuaire, Nuit Internale, and then you have Maison Vesperin and Atelier Cindre. Pardon
they're
my
all very
French.
French.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was a valiant effort. I'm not going to judge
It's fine. It's fine.
I know once a House of the Evening.
It'd be a good moment to have Valerie here, honestly.
So as you're kind of looking around, the each one seems to be very specific in what they do. So the Maison Lacrima is their aesthetic and is very specific, like Gothic romanticism. They have these flowing gowns made of this black silk that I've mentioned as shadow silk, veils, mourning, MOURNING couture, and this tear shaped like gemstone cut in all the jewelry that they seem to have throughout. House Sangreal is very Gothic vampire, crimson accents, very sharp silhouettes, and very form fitting in their clothing that they have, with bone inlaid corsetry. Atelier Reflet has a lot of reflective material about it. They seem to have some sort of magic aura about their clothes in terms of glamours, reflective fabrics, and asymmetry that is constantly shifting between symmetrical and asymmetrical.
Interesting.
La Maison Ossuaire seems to be focused really among anatomical couture, ivory accents, bone jewelry, skeleton motifs. They have these bone carved undead being golems that you see in the windows. Existing Nuit Eternelle is what you realize has the imagery of the Temple of Naxos. It's very minimalistic. They have flowing black fabrics that are star speckled, and their designs like a galaxy. A lot of spiral patterns within their fabrics and all that sort of in those designs. Yeah, the Maison Vesperine, which is muted colors, whisper silk, very subtle enchantments that seem to pull the light away from it in some ways, or rather to redirect the light around it to accent certain parts of the garments, or to make the body seem in a very different shape. And then the last one, Atelier Cindre, is ash gray palettes, ember thread embroidery, phoenix inspired silhouettes. So these are 7 of the 8 houses of Estordom.
Seems there's only 7 shops and there's 8 houses. Is the 8th house Lady Darthpine?
I don't know. But
Great
I
question.
feel like we should just pick one of these and try to gain favor with them.
Or we could each pick one, but that would be complicated.
I mean,
What do you think? Do we want to go with the Nexus one, or do we want to go with the Fancy Phoenix one, or like the red couture?
So as like players, as I describe all these to you,
Yeah.
did anything necessarily speak to you more as a character?
Oh yeah. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the ones that you guys should vocalize as a character.
Which ones were they again?
Please don't make me.
I want to go to the next one.
I'm doing the notes. I'm sorry.
I'm assuming Evelyn be into the one with the cool bone stuff.
Yes, I believe that was the 3rd shop.
Yeah.
That would be La Maison en Sueur.
Yep. That's I really like what they got in there in that window.
As you
I'm
get
gonna go in there.
closer to their boutique, there is actually writing underneath all of these. They all have their own motifs. This one says, "The body is the canvas."
Honestly, none of these really appeal to me. It's kind of.
But we don't need to join their house. We just need to use them to get to Lady Darthpine.
I might get one of these pieces. I mean, I kind of want to impress her. We
That's
should look
fine.
our best.
Sounds like a good idea.
You could be turned into one of the pieces if you're not careful.
You seem to think that bothers me.
I only say it because it probably doesn't.
It doesn't bother me. I'd be honored, but I mean, all right.
It speaks to you. If it appeals to you, we're not just window shopping here.
Great. She's just gonna go ahead and just go on in. Open that door. What's it smell like in there?
It doesn't. So it smells sort of. Walking in, it has a slight dust smell in the air, but it seems to be curated to do so, like when a bone is grinded down,
Like a talky, powdery kind of smell.
Yeah. Along with a sandalwood.
It's nice.
The door, the chime on the door doesn't chime, it rattles as a skull is hanging with these black diamonds embroidered into it, or rather inlaid into it. You hear the sound of heels on this black marble that you just walked into with these white swirling patterns into it. And stepping into view is a man. His torso is almost a perfect triangle coming down to a waist that couldn't be any more wider than 6 to 8 inches. He has bone modifications where upon his like very pointed shoulders there are slight spikes that seem to be of like bone growths protruding from his suit. His cheeks are very sunken. They are very raised, sharp, with these very large black lens glasses hiding it. It's almost like his face is a skull that had a skin colored balloon or latex pressed against it. Very thin. You cannot see his eyes. He is wearing a very wide brimmed hat that is sideways. No, it matches his black suit. He's wearing heels. He has a belt that has a large black diamond in the middle of it with silver going around as well. And he's holding a cigarette holder that with a blue embered cigarette on the end. And he takes in a deep breath and breathes out. And who do we have here? Welcome to my house, and I may say, I swear, it is such a pleasure to meet you. I love, and he walks over to Ellen. I love this. Tell me, who made this? Who put this together?
What did this whole thing? It's just off the rack. That's why I'm here. Very good evening. Great to meet you.
See, as he seems to go pondering his thought, he kind of like taps his rib cage, which is showing beneath this like thin suit, and as he does so, it only makes like a musical tone as he taps his rib cage in thought. I see. So you are, let's see, a large barbarian orcish woman, a non-foot covered foot tiefling, an undead man. Ah, I've heard of you before. You must be the Vanguard of the Vale. No, that's not quite right.
Close.
Magnifique. Tell me, what brings you to West Autumn?
A teleportation circle, to be direct. We're the new owners of the Warden's Spire, and we've stopped in Vestorum on our way.
And you have come for someone to style your new home. You have picked no better house. I, the great Master Thane Asue, is so happy to do the job.
I think Emmeline is the one who's most fascinated by your fashion. She is
I mean, this is fantastic. I never could see. My problem was I did try to make something very similar to. She'll point to what, because she has a piece of armor on that is shaped in a ribcage way, but it's made of metal. It's not made of bone. And so I tried to make this with bones, but I couldn't figure out a way to properly meld them together, and I couldn't just take one off of someone. It wasn't fortified enough. A whole bunch of stuff. So, I mean, this is truly just magnificent, and we're hoping to get an audience with Lady Darthbine, and I would be honored if you could style me for that.
You are so funny. I really like your humor. Of course, anatomical couture is something that they call me the bone artiste for a reason, you know. We do specialize in bone laced fabrics and Of course, jewelry, all of our bones are ethically sourced. I would like you to know. And as you can see, he gestures to the undead models. We also offer bone enhancement, reshaping, that sort of thing.
Bone enhancement.
Of course.
What would be the specific benefit of bone reshaping?
He gestures to his waist. To look like this, my dear.
Oh, but I like being thick. Makes things
I'll
bounce
consider
a
it.
bit better. Yeah, could you have
Just
permanent
remember
claws or
the bodies that you are born with are not the ones that you have to live with. I can help you reshape your cells quite literally into what you want to be. I also make a number of golem servants that can do errands for you, that sort of thing. They're using a number of salons here in the city as well. Very efficient. So, I'm just offering this, of course, but it is a very, very busy time for me. I have this show tonight, and I don't have any time for custom requests at this moment in time. I'm sure you understand.
There's a show.
Of course.
Of course, it is the fall showcase.
Oh, so tonight's the night that decides which of you will be able to have an appearance with the lady.
Anyone wants to be at the top of the ladder in society.
I mean, again, you probably didn't hear that, but members of the Veiled Vanguard, specifically Emmeline, have had direct meetings with the lady already. So that's why we're looking to meet with her again. But we understand there's social conventions and we have to follow the rules here. So is there, if you win tonight, you're able to have a meeting with her?
We not only have a meeting with her, we get to sit by her side. We get to... I have an idea. How do you all feel about walking tonight?
You mean modeling?
One could say that. Of course, if you don't want me to break and reshape those components of yours, I guess that we can do some sort of glamour or the other, although it is far, almost feels like cheating.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a great way to get up and close. She might even recognize me.
Yeah.
Maybe.
If you're not
Maybe.
confident
That's a
in
far-fetched.
your modeling, I could use my golems, of course, but there's a number of things I need from a nearby area that's quite dangerous to get. I don't think that you could do such a thing.
Well, not only am I very capable of traversing through dangerous situations, but I am also a natural born performer. Though I prefer my bones aren't reshaped, as I do quite like how they feel at the moment. But perhaps maybe I could walk with some outer garments designed by you.
I mean, and you're talking about you need something dangerous, adventure, you said?
That, of course, is an option. I do have my bone golems on standby, but they don't operate with the right materials, I'm afraid, to get them activated. And there's been, you know, with the recent hard times that fell upon us, it was hard to get the materials, so I'm a bit behind in my production.
I'm so sorry to hear that. And what would you need to have recovered? And where?
Oh, small few-hour journey north of the city. There's a battlefield of sorts.
I see.
A small wooded area that a number of materials could be gathered from. They're aged well. They were open pasture, one could say. Cage-free. Good quality.
You want us to get the bones of dead people from a battlefield?
I knew that someone like you would be intelligent.
So
You said
our
a few hours
options
north.
are to either model the clothes or to retrieve
With a
the
little bit
bones.
of modification to your bodies, yes.
I mean, I've never done modeling before, but it might be easier. But at the same time, I know how to pick out really good bones.
There might be some terrifying creatures that await you when you go to seek the material, of course, but there is another caveat to the modeling that if we don't win, the models do get sacrificed to Nexus.
Oh, here's the thing. I just need a little bit of clarification. You say a couple hours north. You mean in the God Scar?
Oh, no, that would take you days to journey. There is a small wooded area to the north, about a 3-4 hour journey. You go there, you excavate some bodies, and you bring them here. You see, the ones that in this wooded area are particularly powerful because they were, how do you say, smited by divine might. Therefore, that kind of are soaked into their bones and force them well, and it's quite a good resource. I like to say that they have good bones.
Is there any way to tell which bones are which, like a visual distinction, an aura?
Evelyn will know.
Okay.
Good question. I mean, do they glow? Do I have to
There's a
look at them real hard?
It's a very obvious distinction. You see, the bones that you're looking for are eggshell, but you do not want to get anything that is, cream colored or anything like that.
You wouldn't happen to have
No
a color
bleached.
splotch on
Not
hand.
bleached.
Right, not bleached.
Yeah, you don't want any blackened bones, I assume.
No. You look for the ones that have a slight eggshell color about them. That signifies that they were washed by holy light upon their demise, and you can bring them back here.
Of course, purity for perfection, right?
Exactly. And perfection is what matters here.
Do we want to go ahead with this, or would we like to have a quick tete-a-tete, as it were? Sorry.
I'm happy with either. Really? I mean,
Yeah, we can go check out the other ones.
oh,
You see
Sorry,
almost like a black flame seem to like flicker behind his glasses as he starts to rapidly tap on one of his rib cage, one of the members of his rib cage, and he goes, "Of course, that is something that you can do. You can go see which Muriel Refret wants. She's not going to take the spot from me again for another
I'm sure
year."
what my friend meant was scout out how inferior the other houses are and how easy this competition will be.
Make a deception check.
Okie dokie. Deception. Roll. 13. Wow, that is
13.
not very
Lucky
good.
number 13. Maybe it's good.
He rolled a 5. I highly recommend that you choose my house, of course. Any house would have a model for them, but my design, although controversial, I'm clearly brilliant, and Lady Alpine does know that.
Which other house should we snide the most?
Which other house should you avoid? You see,
No, I mean like particularly dislike the most.
I personally do not like the House Sangria.
That's the one that feels a little vampire themed.
They believe that beauty is within your bloodline.
Oh. That's an interesting theory.
Only taking nobles.
And you clearly believe the opposite.
That sort of thing. I believe that beauty can be found in all of those who could afford it, like a reasonable person.
Beauty is what you make of yourself.
What about those people, the fractured?
They could afford such luxury. Yes.
This man, I now know why Nexus chose you. You are brilliant. You are beautiful.
I am. Yes.
You could be beautiful. I mean, we just have to maybe raise the cheekbones. You understand?
Yeah, of course. Yes, I'm sure we'll be back very soon.
All right. Good work. Lovely work. Sinasha quickly
Yes.
walks out.
Yeah.
We're going to take a moment to discuss in which ways we're going to help you. But while we discuss that, just, give us just a little bit of time. We'll be right back. She's saying this as she's kind of like following them out.
Of course. As you walk out, the skull above the door says, "Come back soon."
Oh.
That's so cool.
It's actually a demi-lich.
Yeah. Sinasha in the street will be like, so we have a choice then. You want to meet with Lady Darthmine, we have to help someone. Right?
Seems like it.
Could all each help one.
And I will say that if it wasn't made obvious by the last encounter, because I probably didn't convey it well, your reputation as the Veiled Vanguard will get you into any house, but you have to help. We'll probably have to help them in some way.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm certainly not looking forward to body modification. That's not happening.
My body is a temple that needs not be modified.
I kind of like tattoos.
I guess what passes as
I think it's
genius
incredibly
today is
fascinating.
subjective.
Yeah, well, and I say, I think
You weren't like that?
You really want me to go and have to unearth the body?
If you had a skinny waist like him,
he was kind of snatched.
we don't have to. We could just run and walk.
we could. Just
We don't. I think we're more used to doing the harder thing and going out and digging up these bones, which I wouldn't mind again. But I've never really done modeling before.
Yeah,
I mean, it considers that we're also not digging up these bones. They're there.
I mean, there's a little bit of a point there, but I mean, is anyone interested in looking at any of the others? I mean,
I absolutely am.
This vampire one talking about purity of blood is a little concerning.
There's one about fire.
Yeah, Fire, Phoenix, Rebirth. There's the one of Nexus, which I assume.
I'd like to go there if we get a second.
What were the others?
I think it's a pretty cute
Renalis,
design.
you said you wanted to go to one. Which one was you interested in?
I don't truly have a preference. Just any of them but that one.
Oh, okay.
I believe Renatus just doesn't want to deal with bodies and not giving them a proper burial.
It is one thing to have to leave the bones out there on the battlefield. It is a whole nother to strut about with them as a sense of fashion.
I see.
So
looks over at Emlyn, just like,
I will reread the houses and their motif, their sayings they have beneath each of their houses. So, Meishan Lacrima, elegance is sorrow perfected. House Sangreal, beauty is a bloodline. Atelier reflect,
Sus.
perfection is what you see. Maison Ossuaire, which you just were, the body is the canvas. Nuit Eternelle, the night is the mother of beauty.
That's the Nexus one.
That's the Nexus one. Maison Vesperin, whispers are the finest accessory. And Atelier Cindre, from ashes, brilliance.
From ashes, brilliance.
That kind of sounds like you, Diablo.
It does sound like you.
What's this Lagrima's one? That's like tears. That's sorrow. That sounds pretty lame.
Yeah. So why don't we?
I kind of like
how about
that
this?
one.
How about this? So we don't insult them quite as much. Let's divide, and some of us go to one of the shops, and the others go to the other shops, and then we'll pick 2 options.
We'll have twice the chance of winning. That's
And
right.
We will have 3 things to discuss. Because at least with this one, Renatus, if we don't go to unearth the bodies, we can at least. But I know you probably don't want to wear the bones. But let's give it a try. So, Percy wants to see this shop, the one about Nexus.
Who's coming with, guys? Who's with me?
I kind of want to go to the Ashes Reborn one. That kind of sounds like from the Ashes Reborn. That sounds kind of neat.
I want to see the
I
sorrow
know
one.
you joked about it. If we all did go to a different house, our chances of getting to meet with her would go up by about 7.
Yeah, but that would also limit who can go.
I think we need to make a decision quickly that we all go together. I don't think we can pit ourselves as a Veiled Vanguard against we can't support multiple of the houses. I think we have to support one.
I think we
Not even
should
2?
check out.
2.
I think we should check out the From the Ashes one and the one with that goddess that Percy here is involved with. Those are, I think, our 2 best alternatives in case we don't go with, the Bone Works.
Yeah, the Bone Horrors.
Very well.
We should just, visit one and just see what we have and just report our findings.
You sound like you really want to go to the Sorrow one. So I'll go with Diablo to the Ashes one. If you want to go to the Sorrow one.
I'll go with Percy to the Nexus, just to look.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Renatus?
I guess I will join Diablo.
Okay. We got lots of people going to say that. Naoki, don't make any decisions with that.
He's coming with us.
I guess I'll go to Nexus.
We can check out the
You
sorrow
have to.
after if you want.
Or I would like to go see the sorrow one, because that one kind of sounds like they use water as their fashion, maybe?
If you want to go, check it out, and we'll quickly debrief each other on what we found out, and then we'll go from there, okay?
Cool. Sounds good.
Sounds great.
Okay, decision made.
All right. So who is going to the Phoenix one? Who's going to the Nexus one? And then Renatus and...
Sorry, I'm going. Sorry, my brain registered it like a second after you had already moved on. I'm like, oh wait, I'm going to the Phoenix one.
Okay. And then we have the Sorrow one with Naoki by himself.
What's more sorrowful than being alone?
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we will
Yeah,
start.
that might give you some favor.
We will start with Atelier Cindre, the From Ashes Brilliance. So, as you are stepping forth, it seems like the floor itself is that when a log is especially burnt in a fire and it has like that white cover, but you can still see the red ember glow from beneath that cracked white surface. That is what this entire floor is. There are a number of it seems that their specialty is a number of clothing that has fire enchanted into it while being resistant to that fire. So it's fire resistant couture. with ember thread gowns that glow like dying coals. It's very flashy. It's very dramatic, one could say, but it still retains its tasteful. They have ash gray palettes, phoenix inspired silhouettes throughout their designs, ember thread embroidery, and a number of people who are wearing kind of these ember thread robes or suits with red tinted glasses. Their hair is slicked back and it all looks very uniform. One walks up to you with a kind of coldness about them, looking you up and down. And then welcome to the store of Atelier Sindre. How can I help you today? I see that you are in the need of fashion.
Well, you see, I am Diablo Dorado. I'm the founder of the group called Veiled Vanguard, if you've heard of us.
Everyone, stop what you're doing. Stepping forward is a woman with a red, orange, and yellow dress that kind of flows down. She has almost like wings on the back of her dress that kind of flare up like a phoenix's wings that will kind of walk. She's very gross. She's like she's floating. I just died and rose from the very ashes of a phoenix, because I swear I just heard the words, the Veiled Vanguard were here in my store. Oh my gosh. My name is Calissa Sindre, the Ember Regent, the Ashen Phoenix, if you would. It is such a pleasure to meet you. I see that you are in the need of some clothes, and I might have heard that you were just at the Maison de Soir, and he was trying to get you to walk for him in the show. I would absolutely love to put my feather in the ring, if you would, to have you like walk for me. I could definitely bring you Bob to the top.
Well, of course, we're weighing our options as we are looking through things, but let me just say this name here, this slogan that you've got under your name, it stands out from the ashes.
She snaps her fingers to agree with you, and as she does so, a small flame next to her just shoots up like a small little pillar of fire.
I don't know if you know much about the Veiled Vanguard, or yours truly, Diablo Dorado, the greatest, the golden, the one who conquered death itself. Rising from the ashes is quite my brand.
Oh my god, shut up. Yes. I am literally drowning in what you are putting out right now.
It's hard for people not to. I get it. But
I mean, it's interesting here because, like, Renatus, and she points to him, he's literally reborn. He's literally risen from the ashes of his past life. But he's less exciting than Diablo, I know. Diablo is...
Oh, no.
Sensational.
My pal Renatus here. He is interesting in his dark looming stoicism, in the power that he holds in his stance. We've both risen from the ashes in different ways, but we together are an unstoppable team. And Tasha here, she's very powerful herself, very flashy, very in this range, I'd say.
I know, say risen from a life as a rich girl and trying to seek the path of a hero. That's my story.
Love it. So modest. So in tune with your inner energies, and I know that you just have everything aligned. Absolutely. I'm sure you know that if you were to walk for me in the show, and not that I think it totally would, but it might, but it totally wouldn't, that you might all be sacrificed if you don't win. Of course, you can do a small little favor. Help me get some things to compete in the show. To be honest, all of us designers are all kind of low on things, so whoever you help should definitely win, right? I just want to, so all I would ask is if you could do me a small favor, and I get you to the elemental plane of fire, and you kill a nobleman for me and get his blood. I think it'd be so fun.
Elemental plane of fire.
Right.
She pulls out her journal.
Do you guys have a checklist for elemental planes by any chance?
Wait.
They went to the elemental plane of Earth, so this is kind of
I think you have to get your passport at the elemental plane of Earth.
yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Kill a nobleman
it's like I always
for
say.
his blood.
Yeah, she has her she gets really excited and she grabs her axe and sets the lightning thing goes off for a second. Doesn't hurt
Oh
anything.
my gosh!
It's
As much as I want you to pop off, Queen, let's bring it down. Let's bring
Puts
it
it
down
back.
center.
It's such a cool that's epic.
No, this nobleman.
Mhm.
What's his deal? I know we'd have to kill him.
Is he evil?
Yeah, I saw him wear mismatched socks once. I'm pretty sure, or something.
Okay. What other type of evil deeds has he done? Did he
Purple
wear
sock and a yellow sock?
clashing patterns? What's he?
Did he part his hair in the middle?
No, I would think that he does skincare.
No, I mean he's on fire.
If you say so. Anyway, that's all I would ask. And don't worry, we'll
Right.
handle all the details, getting you there, getting you back. We're very
not your-
powerful here.
He's not your ex or anything.
No.
You sure?
So, who is this
No, he's
nobleman
obsessed
exactly?
with me, okay? I don't I'm so tired of him using message every single day to try to get in contact. No. God.
Says you're stalking.
I still need his blood,
All of it or some of it?
oh no, he needs to die.
Okay. Murder.
Is there perhaps any other tasks that we could accomplish for you?
No, I think that's it. I already got my coffee order today, and that was been a sure way in for me, but it's already done.
We either walk for you or we pick up this nobleman's blood.
It's
Basically,
stalker.
yeah.
Noble. Yeah.
All right. Well, you do put up a very compelling proposition, and I think I'll have to report to my good friends, the rest of the Veiled Vanguard, about this decision. But,
Even though you are in charge and you'll make the final decision. But
Yeah, you're definitely at the top of my list.
Absolutely. Go talk to your circle of friends. Come on back. We got bottle service here. You're going to absolutely love what my house has to offer.
Yep. Okay. Wonderful. I love your fashion. It's so fire.
She she grabs your hand and close your eyes. I'm just manifesting this for us. We're going to make it happen.
We're gonna make it happen.
Okay.
Okay.
And for curiosity's sake, how is it you said walking for you? What would that pertain?
All of our runways use magical fire that is completely controlled, except for one time it was not, but the people loved it. Even the ones that got singed. They were like, oh my god, I can't believe I just got singed by the only Celeste. And Celeste is enchanted fire. How lucky are they?
Well, if it's any consolation, I am a little bit more resistant to flames than most are.
Sorry, Callister. Her name's not Celeste. It's Callister. So, take your time, but not too long, because I miss you already.
Right.
We walk out.
All right. A few moments
That was a
earlier, Emmeline and Percy walk in to the Nuit Internelle, the house that is ran by the Veiled, the Stellars, those who follow Nexus. Upon walking in, it looks like you're just walking on nothing. Everywhere around you is black. There are no walls, there is no floor, there is no ceiling, but yet you feel your feet upon something solid. In the middle there is a brazier with a pale blue flame that flickers, showing the clothing around from the selection. It appears that a lot of this design inspiration comes from clothing that absorbs light, things that shimmer, with the design of, like I said, galaxies prior, sacred couture, one could say, and it's like the clothing worn by the Stellars or clergy, but high fashion in a way. Stepping forward are a number of Stellars are wearing, once again, their masks, but they have much more artistic designs upon them rather than just a face. Hello. Welcome. How can I help you this day?
Good evening or morning. I still can't tell. We're with the Veiled Vanguard. We've heard there's some sort of fashion walk or something to be happening, and we need to get in with Lady Darthbine, and we're under the impression that whoever wins gets that chance. So we've come to, as the Veiled Vanguard, offer our services in any way that might help.
One moment. Do you have a sign that you are chosen for such an honor?
He'll pull out the dagger and present it.
They take a step back and then turn away. A few moments later, a woman wearing a mask that is wearing far grander robes. Her hair floats about her head as if it is suspended in water. She has skin like a starlit night that peeks out from her robes. This is the High Priestess, Vespera Nocturne, the Shadow Muse. In your head,
Emmeline's gonna do a clunky bow.
In your head, you hear, there is no need to bow to me. I am simply a servant. When I was told that members of the Veiled Vanguard made a presence so quickly after one of them became a devout follower of the Lady of the Void, I was surprised. Hello, Percy.
Hello. It's a pleasure to meet you. Yeah, it's a pleasure.
It is my understanding that you wish to represent our house in the showing this evening.
Yeah, that's well, obviously for an in with Lady Darthbine, most importantly. We're not just here to do it for free, or but we would like to help in any way we can.
Of course. You may always be welcome to walk in the show and put your life on the line in the great name of Nexus. Or if you choose not to, there is still a need for an offering. All we would ask of you and your companions would be to simply join together in the protection of Nexus. And you may join us if we and when we win tonight's showcase.
That sounds simple enough. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll go and convene with the others, and we'll be back very soon. I would hope. Thank you for your time.
Gorgeous clothes, by the way. Are these silk? This is great. This is nice. Yeah.
All of our clothing is simply made by the highest quality shadow silk, a specialty of this city.
It's definitely great. So we will be back. Thank you.
May you find yourselves in the madness of the void. Until next time.
And as we're walking out, Emmeline's just gonna kind of turn to him and be like, "So, was she saying we all need to pledge? What exactly did she mean by protection? What do you explain that?"
Protection that we can offer, the one that I was granted to keep us out of sight from the gods when we leave this place. I can bring you guys into it when, obviously, the ones who didn't pledge straight away. But you're not pledging to Nexus herself, more just bringing her darkness into your life, like slightly ish.
Interesting.
You won't become a vampire, don't worry.
Nexus Naoki. Naoki, you enter into the Maison Lacrima, where they say elegance is sorrow perfected. Their aesthetic is very gothic romanticism. They have these flowing shadow silks, veils, tear-shaped gemstones. As I said previously, it's mourning couture. They have dresses woven from the nocturne silk. They have clothing that hides your emotions, or they project illusions. It seems like clothing designed for funerals, but for everyday means. As you're kind of looking around, they are a popular store. A number of people are here shopping, buying things, actively engaging with the staff. A worker approaches you, looks you up and down. I'm sorry, but if you're not wearing shoes, we cannot serve you.
Oh, I mean, I can put these on and he'll like kind of just grab his like shoes that he had from the party with the Blackshires and just like drop them to the floor and like step into them. Hello.
Hello. Is there something that I can find you?
Yes, I am trying to seek a audience with Lady Darthmire. And I'm with the Veiled Vanguard.
I'm sorry, I do not know who that is. Lady Darthmire, you said?
What's her name? I'm sorry.
Darthbine.
Oh, Darthbine. Oh, flip it around. Wicked Witch. Okay. Got it.
He looks over to another one of the workers. Nunessa, did you know that that Lady Darthbone was hiring jesters? I did not hear such a thing. No, I did not hear such a... And then a voice booms out. You two get to the back. Hello, I am so sorry about my staff's behavior. They will feel a proper punishment for such an insult to one who saved this, and she said this whole empire from utter annihilation. Hello. She reaches out her hand to offer for you to kiss. I am Dane Seraphine Lacrima.
Nice to meet you. I am Naoki, and he'll kind of just lift it up and peck.
She's a tall, willowy, revenant woman, with skin that's so thin it's almost translucent, and eyes, and it seems like she's just constantly weeping black tears. Seraphine is known for her ethereal presence, and as she approaches you, you feel this emotion kind of well up inside you. This sorrow kind of take place in your brain, and she speaks as if every word and the cadence of her speech is that of a eulogy.
Oh.
I am so sorry you were treated in such a way. Perhaps there's something that I can do for you.
Yes. I'd like to see the lady and then maybe represent your house. Is that a way to go about that?
Would all of the Veiled Vanguard be here with us if we were to accept you as models, of course?
Maybe, although I did hear that you kind of had to sacrifice someone. I'm not so sure that would be a very nice subject with most of the party. I think a couple of them experienced death already. Well, most of us have, but that's a different story.
See. Well, let's see. Perhaps you could assist in some supplies gathering.
What kind of supplies?
She kind of pulls in closer to you. We are running low on dyes.
Okay. Like from a berry or...
Our dyes are distilled from memories of heartbreak.
Oh.
It is a family art, but she produces, it almost looks like the well for ink to a quill. If you were to break someone's heart or hope, this would automatically collect it. I know that there is an orphanage close by. Maybe go through all the steps of adopting one of the children and then back out last minute in front of the child, and we would get the dye that we need.
Okay. Do you have an example of what this dye looks like? Would it just kind
go
of
through the actions, and this will pull and distill the memory from them.
What does heartbreak taste like?
You can find out tonight.
Wait, do the clothes taste like it? And he'll kind of run over to a dress and just kind of put his tongue on it. What's it taste like?
Tastes like chocolate.
Tastes like fabric. She kind of gently pulls it out from your hand and cups your face so it goes back. Just know that we are the most prestigious and well-known designer in the Zengisian Empire. So much so that anyone says to where Lacrima is to grieve beautifully. So, I hope you make the right choice today. She never smiles either.
Well, thank you very much, and I'll definitely let the Veiled Vanguard know about this very curious fashion. But it's honestly kind of beautiful how it's so flowy yet almost kind of sad. How you... I don't know how to describe it, but it kind of speaks to me in a way. I feel like it speaks to a couple people in my party.
She'll reach up and brush
I'll
a tear you
definitely
didn't
let you
realize
know.
was trickling off your face. Thank you.
Thank you. And he'll like walk out.
The party reconvenes in the center of the Gilded Promenade.
That was a lot.
Very intense, I think.
Yeah. So we're killing her stalker, I guess,
If we don't walk.
Yeah.
What? What the?
What?
Yeah. So
Let me explain.
Yeah, you go ahead.
This lady who runs that place, she the whole thing's about fire. And very flashiness, flames being used on the runway. The thing is, if we don't walk for her, the other option for her would be to traverse to the plane of fire and kill some nobleman who apparently is a stalker of hers and take his blood, which sounds like a bit much to me.
Didn't you guys like get trapped in a different plane one time?
Yeah, we did.
They
That's
did, yes.
exactly what happened.
Mm.
Yeah.
They did,
The
yeah.
kind of fire part sounds kind of cool. It sounds a little messed up. But her fashion's cool, though I don't think Naoki would be into it for some reason.
No,
I think
I would not be into that at all.
Oh. Okay.
So that's
The
How
house
does it
of
feel to be the
Nexus is nice.
Frankenstein of the party?
Oh my god.
I mean, I'm sitting right
What's
here,
that
but
mean?
that's okay.
scared of fire.
So I mean, it's
This is the question.
We could walk for her, but then there is a chance of being on fire, and yeah.
I can handle fire.
Like real fire?
Wait, the clothing is on fire too?
The floor will be on fire, but it's apparently magical and is probably safe, but maybe not.
Well,
I'm gonna say I'd rather break a child's heart than do
What are you
whatever
talking
that
about?
is.
What?
What do you-
what? That's-
So-
Can you explain that?
So at the house that I went to, she gave me this vial and she said that if we don't walk for her, she would rather get more dye, which is distilled from the memories of heartbreak. And it has to be very concentrated in that moment. But she gave me an example such as going through the steps of adopting a child and then whisking that away and saying, actually, no, I don't want to do that.
No.
That's like horrifically evil.
I mean, is it just like active heartbreak? Can it be like the heartbreak we feel from like the horrible thing we did, the loss of a loved one that somebody?
Yeah, can we just
like?
give them something we already have? That'd be nice.
Well,
She
it
said
sounds like
that
it
it
needs
has
to
to
be
be
concentrated.
very strong and potent. So
Okay.
maybe the
Like,
death of
in
a
the
party
moment?
member.
Kind of.
Maybe. So that's just like a side glancing at Emmeline, but not trying.
I'm not
look at her
sure.
directly.
Emmeline's just fiddling. She's getting out another little cigarette. She's not even looking at Nick right now.
So, Emmeline, Percy, what was your experience?
They're
was
quite
lovely.
nice, quite gorgeous, very
yeah.
polite. Yeah.
We walked in
Yeah.
and we went into this new place and it was like all dark and it was great.
trippy.
And then Yeah, it was very weird actually. Like I was walking on nothing but something at the same time. Anyway, basically, very simple, easy task. All you guys have to do, very simple, very easy, is just join me in the protection that you guys said no to.
I mean, done.
Osh's.
We already did that.
Dude, what, guys?
Yeah, still no.
It's
Yeah.
I made it.
I think here's
Hey,
what
why are we not taking walking as the first option here?
Well,
we can do that.
Because we can get sacrificed. And I don't think anybody really has any
You-
experience as a model, right? I mean, I'm great looking, but I'm not sure if it's runway
Do
worthy.
you know,
No, okay.
I
we
am a
literally-
performer.
We literally bullshitted our way through a performance to an entire kingdom
You guys
as
did do that.
non-performers.
It was very
But
spectacular.
runway.
But that's like a
We
that's like a
I threw you
performance
guys in the
troupe. You
deep
can be
end,
ugly, but if you can
and you
do a
guys-
flip, though.
Slayed that shit.
yeah,
So
Here's my thing.
okay.
I believe walking is the right choice. It's going to require less actions that we will regret, but we have to pick a house together if we get sacrificed, right?
Yeah.
And so we do have 3 more options.
Well,
Maybe someone has a job we can do that's not horrible.
I don't
I have
think
a
that's
feeling
likely
that-
The
based on-
bone sounds the least terrible since they're already gone.
I mean, aren't you curious to know what the other 3 places are like?
Not really.
Sure, we'll
little
see
bit.
plenty of
Not
their
particularly.
stuff.
I mean,
The one of
On the runway.
gossip,
shut
the
down.
other bloodline.
one of them's vampire themed, so like, I mean,
I just am not interested in meeting them. I'm going to be honest with you. No offense, Percy. Nothing to do with vampires. It's just their slogan is a little weird to me. I don't really care
Yeah.
about that.
Okay.
So
I see how it
I
is.
mean,
That's fine.
Percy.
no, the blood beauty in the bloodline. What an odd
No,
concept.
I'm joking.
Hey, Michael,
I-
were we ever shown where, like, Lady Darthbine actually is, like, does she have a house nearby?
The big spire.
The big spire? Okay.
The chateau,
No, I
which is
don't.
actually at
Okay.
the head of the promenade, but up and raised up on a hill.
Okay, so we can see it from where we are right now.
Right, it is the 8th house,
Okay.
but it is not a boutique. It is a actual chateau.
Yeah.
And it's not to say that the houses don't have like headquarters. It's just their front-facing store where the head of each house runs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Perhaps there's
Naoki
another
doesn't like
option we never
fire.
thought of.
And he's just
Oh.
going to start walking toward the chateau.
Oh, okay.
I would
What?
really rather not go to that.
They're not
I
a
don't think that's
wait.
gonna work.
She's gonna kind of chase after him because I'm sure he's walking with a mission.
Yep.
Just think about what you're doing here for a second, because I think I know what you're trying to do.
Mm.
Do you
You
really
said
think
we were
she's
here
showing
some-
her own line of clothes? That wouldn't. There's no way.
Who said anything about showing a line of clothes?
That's what the whole fashion show's about, right? We can't just storm in there.
No, I get the impression that despite whatever connection you have to her, that just storming in there is probably not an option. I mean, we could.
I never said I was going to just storm in there. But also, we're here to do a job, right?
I mean,
It is an option, I suppose, but
Every single house we've talked to here is. You've seen how they've reacted to our name. How is her house any different?
It's worth asking, but
it is worth it. I get the impression, based on what they say, that social convention in this place is not something you want to break.
Well, if you haven't noticed, I'm not one that's too keen on social.
Cornettis, I need you to hear me out. I haven't liked one bit of my time here. I'm making an exception. I'm breaking my own moral code to play by their rules because I know it'll be less messy that way. I know things are hard for you. I know. And I know you have your devotion. But the gods have nuance. And I'm sure they understand the steps that you need to take that to fulfill your goal aren't always straightforward and coherent to the code that they gave you.
I understand that. But it's more than just a devotion that is guiding me right now.
Well, your anger.
Disgust, more like.
I can't say I'm particularly happy with the options we've been given, but we need assistance to make it to our next step. And if we don't, if walking up to her house is an easy option, that's an option. But if not, we have to play by their game in the way that is least offensive to us. Right?
We can ask, but the moment we get pushback that makes it seem like things might not go in our favor, we need to go back and do things how they wanted to happen.
All right.
While we're walking, I think Nexus was a pretty good second choice, but I'm still pretty set on the. I just don't know if I want to have my body modified on the runway.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Would it hurt us to check on the other three options just to see if maybe somebody has a job that isn't stabby or horrible?
I'm afraid we'll run out of time, considering we're gonna go check on the chateau now, and then when that inevitably does not work, we will return back to the little village and make our choice there.
Okay. We're helping someone win and get in with Lady Darthbine, so... Alright, I mean, if this is what we're committed to, how far away is her house from the rest?
Like
is it
15-ish minute walk?
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't hurt to try the simple thing. Sometimes you just have to knock on the door. Diablo, we should probably let Emmeline take the lead on this. I think she's probably...
I don't look my best. I don't know. I'm really nervous. What if we talk to her like close to first?
How about
I'm pretty nervous right now, so I would love your help
do it as
to
a
kind of help me
team?
navigate this. Yes, please. It's been a while since I've seen her. You know, we left off really great last time, so I'm pretty excited to see her.
Right.
Out of character, didn't you guys leave her fighting a villain for
Yes.
us as we escaped? Yeah.
She did us that favor. She did us that favor is what she framed it as, so.
Yeah. All right, well, we're off to see Lady Darthbine then. See if she'll let us in, and then we'll have to make a decision. Michael, just a question as we go from here. Would it be possible for us to get a quick summary of the other three if we have to choose that, or for when we come back? Or
Yeah,
is
I can make it. I can you come back.
Yeah.
So as you approach the chateau, Chateau de Lunefract, the words "where beauty is sculpted and imperfection is exiled" is on the gate. This is the official residence of Lady Darthbine. It is a masterpiece of architecture, necromantic practice, and fashion. And the name of it reflects that of the moon and X's, along with, if you remember, Lady Darthbine had a face that was made of porcelain, and when she used a large amount of her power or expressed strong emotion, cracks spread across its surface. And that's what this demonstrates. So it is a sweeping pale structure of bone white stone and shimmering porcelain inlays. They have towers that reflect that same teardrop shape that you've seen throughout the many designs of the city. There are balconies with raw iron filigree resembling spiderweb cracks There are massive windows of smoke glass that reflect moonlight, that gives it kind of like an obsidian sheen as it takes in that light. And there in the center is a grand central dome painted with constellations that don't exist in the mortal sky. It sits on a raised terrace overlooking the Gilded Promenade, which is the fashion boulevard of Hastorum. It is the first things that you guys saw when you entered into the city. It is and you get the feeling that this is a deliberate statement of dominance. As you walk up to the gate, there you see the first thing are some gardens, and you don't get much of a sight inside, but you can see a reflective pool. You can see these hedges are trimmed in perfect symmetry, and as you get closer, you see that there is a guard that is not that the porcelain what am I trying to say, guardians that you saw walking around, but this is, the armor is well made. It seems to be woven with fabric that makes it couture, but also very protective and strong. There's one that seems to be holding some sort of glaive, and there's another one that appears to be a magic caster of some sort as you approach. You there? Both stop. All of you stop.
Okay.
We're the Vale Vanguard. The Blackshire sent us to have a meeting with Lady Darthbine. We're here for our meeting if now's a good time.
The Magicaster does a quick little motion, takes a wire and holds it to their mouth. A moment passes. Lady Darthbine is not taking any visitors of any sort at this time. She is far too busy preparing for tonight's showcase. In case you didn't know, that is the most important evening of the year.
So,
Of course, but we've got some very important business we need to talk to her about, and we don't mean to hassle, we just, it's very important.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Come on.
Facing a Fernandez as the easiest option.
Did it roll? I don't think it rolled. Oh, there we go, 25.
That was holy shit.
Wow. That was
Let
a
me in.
natural 19.
Let me in.
That was a good roll.
Let me in.
There is a moment. The Magicaster goes into the gates. 20 minutes pass. Comes back. She'd be willing to see you in 3 days.
3 days. I see.
Okay.
So,
Will you write that down? Will you mark that down for us just in case?
just in case we don't need her tonight.
I will put that in the book for you. But unfortunately, I do mean this. It is the best that we can do given the circumstances.
Can you let us know if there's any cancellations?
There will not be.
There's not a wait. Okay. Just ask, because sometimes if there's a wait list, but I don't want to push.
I understand how wait lists work.
I understand that you understand. I'm not trying to be difficult.
Yet you're still here.
Yes. Let's
See you tonight.
go.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you so much. Been a pleasure. Been a joy.
Yeah, Sasha turns heel, leads away. So, it was worth an effort, worth a try. And,
Sorry. I really thought that would work. I thought the Blackshires would, be a free pass.
if it comes down to it, if we find all the options odious, then 3 days isn't the end of the world. But let's at least see what the other three want us to do.
Okay.
Very well.
We'll split up and quickly discuss what we find out.
So, just so we don't have to go through every single one, House Sangreal, where it says beauty is a bloodline.
Sinatra goes in that one, by
Their
the way.
aesthetic is
I see guys there as well.
we're not gonna role play through all these, but I'll tell you what.
I
So
know,
their
I know.
aesthetic is vampiric aristocrat type clothing, crimson accents, sharp silhouettes, bone inlaid corsetry. They specialize in clothing that enhances predatory grace, blood reactive fabrics that shimmer when near life, formal wear for vampire nobility. And this is the main designer of, in fact, the Blackshires. However, same type of requirements. They only have vampires walk their runway for them, and that is what they would require of all of you if you were to walk for them. The head of this is Lord Cassian Sangreal, the Crimson Marquis. Just give you a description of him. He is a vampire of impeccable grooming and predatory charm. Cassian dresses in razor sharp silhouettes and carries himself like a man who knows he's the most beautiful creature in any room, and he has fangs that are capped with gold.
I like him, actually.
That's kind of swaggy.
Yeah, walking around this area, you get the heard rumors that like his run feel like you're present within a hunting ground, and his models always move like they are hunters stalking prey.
Okay.
The next one is Atelier Reflet, which is the perfection is what you see. Their aesthetic is mirrors, illusions, glamours, reflective fabrics, asymmetry that appears to be symmetrical at times. They specialize in glamour woven garments that change appearance, masks that project idealized versions of the wearer, and runway shows that blur reality. They have the reputation to be the most avant-garde house. Their shows are events of illusion, identity, and spectacle. Their leader, the head, is Muriel Reflet, also known as the Mirror Witch. She is a mysterious illusionist whose face is never seen. She wears a shifting mirror mask that reflects the viewer's ideal self. As she speaks, her voice echoes unnaturally, as if spoken from multiple angles all at once. She speaks in surround sound, essentially. She specializes in avant-garde reality-bending fashion that shows the blur in line between model and reflection, and designs that change depending on who looks at them. And it's said that no one knows what she truly looks like, and she might have even forgotten herself.
What does she want us to do?
Yeah.
She would want you to go within a crypt and steal a mirror that is a family heirloom of the Darthbine family that is said to trap souls within it.
The mirror thing cool. The trapping souls within is a little yeah.
So she wants it as her main piece within her collection for this evening. And then the last one is Maison Vesprin. Whispers are the finest accessory. Their aesthetic is soft fabrics, muted colors, whisper silk, subtle enchantments. They specialize in clothing that muffles footsteps, dresses that emit faint hypnotic whispers, and they're basically spy couture for nobles and diplomats. They have the reputation to be the choice of courtiers, spies, social manipulators, rogues, that sort of thing. And you hear a rumor that like at one point, like their biggest scandal is that at one point they're at a gala of nobles, and one of their clothing whispered state secrets to those around it. Their head of house is Silas Vesprin. He's a pale, soft-spoken mortal man, rumored to have made a pact with a chorus of ghosts. He designs subtle, elegant garments that influence mood and perception. It's said that he's always advised by ghosts.
Cool.
And he would want you to collect the essence of a long dead angel in the wooded area to the north to use for his clothing.
That also kind of sounds cool.
He does come with a warning that it might further infuriate a god or two.
That doesn't sound cool.
So
I mean, we've already.
These are all with the option of walking instead of doing these things.
they all come with the option. There is always a catch with the like some sort of modification or risk with the walking, or something along those lines. Basically, you get no autonomy when you walk for a house, but that is an option. And we're going to let the players sit with this as we take our mid-session break at this time. So everybody, at this time is when we take our mid-session break. If you are new to the stream, welcome in. I know there's a few new people here. This is Prestige Encounters, our original Dungeons and Dragons campaign in a completely homebrewed world and mythos. So we're super happy that you're here. If you're enjoying it so far, stick around. We're going to be back in about 15-20 minutes. I'm going to head and take Guy's job here for a second. If you are upset that you missed the first half of this, we do post the recorded version of our stream onto the podcast network and onto our YouTube channel the following week. And guess what? This is like, we're in the session 53 now, I believe.
Yeah.
Amazing. I got it first try, everybody. So there are 52 other sessions that you can watch or listen to catch up with the story so far. If you like Dungeons and Dragons, we do one shots, all centered around in our Discord. We're looking for more people to join us in our one shots. These one shots do sometimes shape the lore and history of the world that our players play in, and it's done that several times and come up to very important conclusions. So you, in a way, get to actually, in a very direct way, get to influence the world that our players play in. Live on stream, and that's really cool.
Your failure and success could change the future.
Yes. So and just the example, campaign 1, it determined when we were in a completely different world where the Wand of Orcus was held. So that's an example for you. So everybody, we'll be back here in about 15-20 minutes. We'll see you real quick as we take time to refresh ourselves, get a little snack, let our dogs out apparently, and we'll go on from there. We'll be right back. Thanks. Hello everybody, and welcome to the mid-session break of Prestige Encounters. Us players take this time to refresh ourselves and get a few more snacks, refill our drinks, in order to bring you a more exciting adventure. We would like to take this time to let you know about a few things that goes beyond our Dungeons and Dragons campaign. First and foremost, we have a Discord server at lichsouls.com/Discord that you can join and then play a wide assortment of games with us like Dead by Daylight, Sea of Thieves, first-person shooters, and more. The games we play together change as time goes on and new games are released, and you can join our Discord for more up-to-date information. You can even join us every Tuesday for our community game nights. If you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe once a month to one channel of your choice for free. Here at Lich Souls Gaming, we have streams that go beyond Dungeons and Dragons. Throughout the week, you can catch me live playing an assortment of games and even use your channel points that you earn during the streams in order to affect what happens in the stream itself. We have over 20 static and animated emotes that our subscribers get to use in our channel and other channels as well. So hit that subscribe button and join all the fun. Well, my cup of Players Tears is running dry, so I'm going to let our other cast members tell you about our amazing sponsors for the rest of the stream.
Hi there viewers, I'm Josh from Prestige Encounters, and I heard you wanted the best looking maps out of all your friends. Well, do I have you covered with Arkenforge, the best map making tool for all your TTRPGs. There are many different asset packs which can be used within Arkenforge, but if none of these tickle your fancy, then import your own and create anything your heart desires. When building those maps, you don't want to forget about these features such as built-in animation and music plugins to make your maps feel alive at every moment, touchscreen support with Fog of War which allows in-person play, and a dynamic lighting system to make even your nighttime maps look their best. Making maps has never been easier, but now I hear what you're saying. I don't like subscription fees, and that's okay. Neither do I. Arkenforge is luckily only a single time purchase, and we can help you out even more if you use code LICHSOULS at checkout. That's right folks, if you want the best maps around, use Arkenforge, and don't forget to use our code LICHSOULS at checkout.
Prestige Tales.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you come in there. Welcome to another episode of Prestige Tales. Tonight, we tell the tale of the dungeon master who could. Once upon a time, there was a story of a dungeon master trying to weave a grand tale of heroes and monsters. While the prose was mighty, something was missing. Combat in its most epic form must come with epic music. Knowing that this was lacking, one day the dungeon master tried to create music of their own. Let's see what happened. A moment meant to be the culmination of their tale instead became a tragic end. Ashamed, the dungeon master walked off into the sunset, never to be seen again. The moral of this tale: be the dungeon master that could with Midnight Syndicate.
Yeah, and you all hear an angelic choral movement surrounding the Casimir, which does not fit this music that's playing right now, which is fine because it's lovely music.
Midnight Syndicate are a talented musical production group creating gothic, horror, and fantasy music from your role-playing game at home. Don't be a natural 1, roll a natural 20 with Midnight Syndicate. These absolute legends can be found at www.midnightsyndicate.com on YouTube, Alexa, Spotify, or Apple Music.
Oh, hey there, bud. Didn't see you there. Glad you could stop on by during your mid-session break there. Oh, I'm just having a cold one and watching the game here in memory of my late cousin. You may have heard of the guy, Prestige Pete Peterson. God rest his soul. Boy, I tell ya, old Pete there was a good man, and definitely did not fake his own death to throw off the scent of the IRS there. Oh, that's a touchdown. But if old Petey were here, he'd want me, his cousin, Lich Souls Larry, to tell you all about the incredible merch over there at the Lich Souls Gaming merch store. Every bit of merch you can think of to help support your favorite D&D stream. They got such things as t-shirts, hoodies, mouse pads, stickers, and so much more. So head on over to lichsouls.com/merch and pick yous up some merch there today. Well, I better get on up out of here and let you get back to your mid-session break there. Let me just find my coat and when you know it, I'm already wearing it. But before I go, I got this nice casserole back at the house if you want to come on by and take it home with you. Wouldn't be no trouble at all. You can just bring the container back at your earliest convenience. Let me just try to find my coat here and still wearing it. Oh, jeez. I swear my mind these days, it just ain't what it used to be. Speaking of losing their mind, you know who died recently?
Did you just yawn?
Yes.
Tell me, son, what have you been drinking to keep yourself hydrated and energized? Generic coffee brand? Fool! You should be drinking Rogue Energy. What's Rogue Energy? Well, I'm glad you asked. Rogue Energy is an energy drink made by gamers for gamers. It is made to be the ultimate gaming energy drink with 0 fillers, 0 added sugars, plenty of essential vitamins, and oh so low calories. You can be supremely energized and or hydrated without the monstrous macros of the competitors. Not to mention the wide array of delicious flavors that Rogue Energy and Hydration come in. That includes both the powder formula and canned energy drinks. And get this, Lich Souls Gaming knows that our viewers are hard-working and hard-gaming individuals that need that energy throughout the day. So you can use code LichSouls at checkout for a discount off your order of Rogue Energy. And how do you feel, young gamer? I feel great! Rogue Energy has been a complete game changer, and my order also came with this convenient shaker. You've really shown me some useful info, Mr. Rogue, sir. Now that is indeed what I love to hear.
And welcome back, everyone. So, where we left off, the party was deciding on which house to walk for in tonight's ball. With that, quick, Quentin's not back yet. Go with the one that he doesn't like. Too bad.
Okay, so we're gonna, yeah. So I think we had a little bit of a discussion. I think looking at all of the options. I mean, none of the tasks we have to do are particularly good, right?
No.
No.
I believe we should walk.
Joining that is wonderful. But...
So who do we walk for, though? I mean, I'm not going to be modified by bones. I'm not. Naoki's not going to walk through fire. We're not going to be vampires.
Nobody wants to walk through heartbreak.
No. I think we've all had enough of that. The mirror place kind of sounds fun, though. The whole thing about, somebody going missing in a walk is a problem, but what do you think? Diablo, you're the leader.
I think all of them have the potential to be problematic, but the mirror one might fare the easiest for all of us.
It's inoffensive. It's nice to look at. I wouldn't necessarily mind.
And we don't have to steal that mirror.
If we
She
walk,
just said it was something we could do instead.
there is a chance they find out something we didn't want them to know.
I don't
Well,
have any
everyone has their secrets.
Oh.
Hey, Renatus, maybe we'll find out something about you.
Maybe
Perhaps.
we'll find out something that I don't even know.
Oh,
It's something that something like
maybe.
your inner subconscious is what
Well-
she kind of described it as.
She said it'd be your ideal self. I figure that probably have to do with what you know now.
yeah.
Right.
That'd be interesting. We are the heroes, so might as well see what our ideal selves are, right?
I suppose so.
So, you all go to Atelier Reflet.
Me?
Alright. You step back into the what am I trying to say? The shoot.
Atelier
Boutique
Reflet?
of Atelier Reflet. Where you are greeted by the rival, actually, of the Aushus, on the LCA. He specifically mentioned, I will not lose another year to that witch. So let me just make sure. There she is. Okay. Muriel Buffet, the Mirror Witch. As she speaks, is as if her voice is coming to you from all directions. I knew you would make the right decision here within my boutique. I have a wonderful collection that I had already processed within my sight of you returning to me. I think that you will feel very good in the clothes that I put you in this evening. But first, you must prepare your bodies and your minds to wear my garments. So the way this is going to work is the party is just going to get cleaned up. You're going to get your hair done. You have no say whatsoever what happens to you until the end of this show. So if you don't mind, we're going to go into a cinematic moment.
Da, 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 da.
Each one of you, you all get cleaned up. You get massages. You get your bodies plucked and primmed and washed and scrubbed. until it's almost raw, and then they actually scrub your skin until it starts to come off, and then they heal you. It's almost like torture in many ways, but pretty hurts. Anyway, so it is a painful experience. You're all going to get a runway description of what your outfits look like, because believe it or not, I have prepped your runway looks for every single house that you have done tonight.
Oh my god! After this, can you share with us the descriptions for everything else?
No, because it didn't happen. When you walk the runway, you're going to have a performance skill check. Based on your skill check, if it hits a DC or not, you will then be described your runway moment, your grand display of your couture that was made by this designer specifically to be showcased and worn by your body. If you miss the skill check, you do not get your runway moment, and you will never know what the grand moment was because your character messed it up.
They flop the runway.
Based off of your
hit a quick save now?
It will determine if you win the house and get 10s.
Yeah, is saves coming allowed in this part?
And there is a small catch. With every sequential character, the DC of the performance check does go up. I will let you as players decide what order you go in, and may the dice roll in your favor. So the night is here. You're all within the chateau. The chateau. I said, okay, anyway. The chateau. There are lights dancing in the sky. People in the most highest of fashion gathering along this runway that is made of marble that goes down. Designers hurrying to rush and finish their models and their designs, the makeup. But you stand there. You stand ready in your couture fashion that was made specifically for you by the Veiled Vanguard to be worn tonight. There are whispers that you are present, although you just agreed to be part of this basically propaganda machine for the Empire. Your name is already well known throughout the city of Vastorum. This is your night. Will you make it and win the fashion show? Words that probably have never been spoken in D&D ever. Or will you flop and be known as one of the bottoms of the night? We shall find out. Well, everybody,
do we have?
What order would you like to go in?
And a question.
Do we have a resting moment?
This.
Waiting, right? To go up?
I will give you a short rest.
Okay.
And, that is all you will get. And I will let you consider that in your planning.
Question. Can a character try to do a non-performance check for this?
No.
No.
Which one's going second?
I'll go last. I'll take the.
Who has the least? Because I can give you inspiration.
Sinasha has a +0 on performance.
Yeah, I have
Sinasha
leftover
gets a-
inspiration, it looks like.
Sinasha. Oh wait, no. Sinasha already has inspiration. You deal with that, Queen.
Hi.
That'll go. So the inspiration will go to me, Emlyn, and Diablo.
No, I have one left over, is what I said.
Oh, never mind. Then it goes to Renatus.
Hey, appreciate it. Also, doesn't Diablo have like the highest performance of all of us?
That's what I'm not sure. I don't know if he's technically
No,
not proficient.
sir. No, sir. This
I
is
have
technically not proficient
Percy
in
going
performance.
last, so whoever would
Okay.
like to.
Diablo will go second to last.
All right.
I guess I'll go third.
Third to last.
Yeah.
I'll go fourth to
Charisma,
last.
technically.
I love how we're doing this in reverse.
We got the order though.
So it's going Sinasha, me, Naoki, Renatus.
Diablo, Percy.
Diablo, and then
just,
Percy.
Just so I'm correct, Sinasha, Emlyn, Naoki, Renatus, Diablo, Percy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And then me,
I would play cover girl
Emlyn,
right now
and
if it was
Renatus
not
got
something that would get us
inspiration.
striked.
Okay.
Okay. So if you have inspiration, if you have, you know, exactly. If you have inspiration, anything like
Inspiring
that,
song.
that is something for you to manage yourselves during the your check. Okay, so any bonuses that go into it is up to you to manage itself. Okay, everybody understand give me a thumbs up if you understand the rules of how this is going to go. Amazing. So unfortunately, I do not have a wonderful generic runway music, but
you got to make the music with a noise.
All right.
Runway music, not house music.
My bad.
Anticipation. Almost as if it was deliberate. The House of Atelier Reflet has been chosen to go last, as if showcasing the Veiled Vanguard. These scores are very high scoring for the other houses. From what you've seen, they have done a very wonderful job. Lady Darthbine is standing up, sitting upon a high back chair in the back above the audience, in the shadows herself, observing with a very calm face, as it is made of porcelain. Good luck, and don't it up. So everybody,
so
here we go. First up, we have Sanasha. She's introduced as the Shattered Colossus. She is wearing a towering sculptural gown made of mirror shards suspended in invisible thread, forming a jagged armor-like silhouette around her body. Beneath the shards is a bodysuit of obsidian black illusion mesh that shifts between opaque and translucent as she moves. Heavy mirrored gauntlets that reflect distorted versions of the audience back to them. Her reflection appears larger and more monstrous in every mirrored surface that continues to reflect a reflection back and forth between them. And when she flexes or roars as she walks down the runway, the shards flare outward like a blooming metal flower. Can I get your performance skill check, please, Sanasha?
Yeah.
Quick question. Can I cast guidance on everyone as they go out?
What's the
so
range
everyone
on
gets a
that?
+4. It's touch, but I presume I can touch everyone because I'm last before they go out.
It's concentration, so you can only do it one. Yeah.
Yeah, but once you
That's a
use it, I
good
don't
point.
concentrate
So he
more.
can drop it.
Yeah, I can just drop it as soon as you use it.
All right, so I will do my first performance check, and then we'll see what happens.
Okay.
And
+4 of the D4.
Should I use my inspiration, guys?
Do you get to use your inspiration once you know the outcome?
You?
Well,
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I think you get
that
it's a
passes.
reroll.
So 17 passes. Following the instructions that you're designing, you stomp down on the runway, and each step sends a ripple through the illusions. The mirrors briefly show you as a giant war goddess, and then you quickly snap back to reality, exiting the runway. Next up is Emlyn.
Guidance.
With a D4.
The arcane reflection. You're wearing a high colored gown of prismatic mirror silk, constantly shifting between colors. Sleeves made of floating runic panels that orbit your arms. A mirrored spellbook clutch that opens itself as you go down the runway. Your gown refracts light into arcane sigils that dance across the runway. And when you gesture, your reflection casts different spells than you do. Can I get a performance skill check, please?
What was the name of her?
The arcane reflection. That is a 16. You raise your hand. Your reflection steps out of the mirrors standing behind you, and you all perform a variety of spells all at once and then dissolve into glittering shards. You then step back as you get your runway moment.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Naoki. A long flowing coat made of reflective green lacquer, shaped like overlapping leaves. You have adornments upon your horns wrapped in silver vines, and a bare chest painted with shifting illusion tattoos of forests and storms. Your coat reflects not the audience, but a lush, impossible forest behind you. Leaves appear to grow and fall from your shoulders as you walk, and your shadow takes the shape of a towering Oni spirit. Can I get a performance skill check, please?
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
And a D4.
And then the D4. 14.
You attempt to follow the instructions, but with the flash of the lights and the pressure of the crowd, you forget the exact motion to ignite the arcane illusion of your outfit, and you walk back to the down line. No sounds of disapproval, just slight curves of the lip. Renatus. Are you ready?
Yep.
Pressure's on. You wear a long coat split down the middle, one half a void black mirror, the other ghost white glass. Your body is wrapped in bandage-like strips of reflective fabric, and your eyes are enchanted to glow with mirrored light. Your echoes appear as mirrored versions of yourself, some whole, some cracked, some distorted. Each echo moves a half second out of sync from your own body movements, one after another. You walk slowly, and as your three, can I get the performance skill check, please?
Yep.
Thank you so much for the gifted subs.
Oh my god.
You walk slowly, and the three echoes peel away from you, striding beside you like ghostly reflections. At the end of the runway, they shatter into floating shards that swirl around you like a storm, and then back into your blade. Congratulations. We have Diablo.
All right. Performance check.
A sleek, athletic ensemble of iridescent mirror fabric that clings to your form. You wear a luchador mask made of liquid silver, constantly shifting patterns. A cape of reflective panels that flutter behind you like feathers. Your mask projects different faces with every movement: heroic, demonic, angelic, monstrous. And as you throw punches going down the runway, they leave after images of your mirrored fists. And get a performance skill check, please.
Let me see. Roll a D4, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a 18.
For a moment, you feel like you might forget your instructions, but you remember, and you perform a spinning kick. The cape explodes into a dozen mirror duplicates of yourself, all moving in perfect synchronization before collapsing back into one. And finally, Percy. The bloodlit saint. I forgot to mention, when you're the fractured self, Naoki, you were the force behind the glass, and Jeremiah, you were the mask of 1,000 faces. So the bloodlit saint. A long flowing coat of crimson mirror glass, cracked like stained glass windows. Underneath, a fitted vestment of black silk embroidered with silver thorns, a halo of floating mirrored shards behind your head. Your reflection appears holier or more monstrous, depending on the person who's viewing you own moral standing. And your halo glows with shifting red light, casting fractured patterns across the entire room. Can I get a performance skill check, please?
Oh, they roll bad now. Oh, no way. That is so sad. That's a 12.
You slip on the runway. Your moment gone, and you go back. The runway in the show comes to an end. All the designers come out applause and cheers for them and their brilliance of which they designed. Lady Darthbine stands, her porcelain glass reflecting what little light about her. I have seen such brilliance tonight, such beauty in the designs that truly mean what this city is meant to represent. The beauty of our empire, what we can show the world of what we truly are. But one house stood out much more than the others. I feel as if the only one who should be showcased and used for this year's designs is none other than Atelier Reflet, featuring my dear friends, the Veiled Vanguard. You are brought out in your outfits. Cheers and all sorts of things erupt. People are crying over the brilliance of the show and what it represents. She raises a goblet to you and nods. The next few moments are a blur, and soon enough you find yourselves at a gala, sitting here and enjoying your time within the winner's circle, one could say. All designers are present, but none are allowed to approach Lady Darthbine. And finally, Muriel Reflect comes to you. You all did wonderfully. I'm so happy that you were not sacrificed this evening as walkers, although it came very close. If one more of you were to forget your instructions, I know they were very difficult.
Service, but your clothing sold the show?
It always does.
Can I keep mine?
Oh, could never afford it.
Maybe on discount?
Did you have a picture made of us
I could
with
let
these?
all of you keep your outfits, of course. Just we could exchange for. I don't even not doing the right words. We exchange for. Y'all not to meet with Lady Darthbine, of course.
That's right.
I mean,
I'm fine with returning this to a display in your boutique.
They belong in your boutique. They're part of the spectacle. We will not remain on display, but our outfits will.
Very well.
We'll just find someone to take a picture or something.
What's a picture?
What?
Sketch out a picture.
We don't have a few hours.
Many people are coming up and introducing themselves to you, as you have become the who's who of the biggest event of the year. It is time for you to address your business with Lady Darthbine. If you would follow me.
Of course.
So the party walks up to where Lady Darthbine is like a raised platform kind of overseeing the party. She doesn't quite introduce, she's just sitting there like observing the ball within the chateau. You're brought up and her porcelain covered face looks at all of you. is so good to see all of you again. I thought you wouldn't make it out of Northeast alive when I last saw you.
It was thanks to you that we did. And then Emmeline's gonna do a bow, and it's obvious to some of you that she rehearsed it. She practiced this many times.
I see that at least one of you remember how to address nobility.
Nasha does like as much as she can, a perfect curtsy. I'm assuming we're still wearing the fashion
as
stuff,
much
right?
as she can, a perfect curtsy.
Yeah, no. I mean, I was meaning in this clothing that she's wearing, this mirror crap.
It's literally just mirrors covering your body and a bodysuit that switches to showing everything to showing nothing at all.
Yeah, and like it's practice. Like when I say as much as she can, she does a perfect curtsy. I mean, she doesn't have the skirt or anything like that, but she does it because it's practiced. Lady Darthpine, I haven't had the pleasure to meet you.
No, you haven't.
Neither have I. They didn't tell me that they met you in Northeast.
I was there trying to resolve a national issue of great importance, which you all accomplished quite splendidly, which I knew you would. And if not,
So
I
I've
would
heard.
my demise, and I'm still here. And I made sure that everybody knew about your success. In the right places. One word from my house can mean your social rise or fall. Keep that in mind.
Of course.
Never doubted it. I'm sure maybe you've heard we've acquired the nearby tower, the Warden Spire. We might rename it, but it's going to be great to be neighbors.
Of course. I hope you make great use of the ancient fortress that once stood. Now, was there something that you needed from me that made you risk your very lives once again just to have a word with me instead of waiting 3 more days?
So, out of character, we needed assistance getting to the Warden Spire, correct?
You're gonna need to take like a ferry boat, basically.
Yeah. Would it be easier with her, or did we just choose to do it because Emily wanted to meet her?
You could, I mean, you can ask her for that.
Was there something particular you wanted? I mean, we're trying to arrange safe passage, but to the Spire, but obviously, Emlyn seemed very excited to meet you. Again.
Well, yes, but not to really ask anything of you, just to make ourselves reacquainted, say hello. We plan on leaving pretty soon, to my knowledge. We plan on going south through the Morningwood. We have some business to attend there. With the druids, I believe, that are there. Oh.
It's just
Yes.
it's just Mornwood.
My God.
I'm sorry.
I didn't even notice until I saw you giggling.
I'm like, I did not name it that, not realize, did I? Oh my God.
I had to check too. I was
gonna
like,
say,
no way.
I don't see what we need help with the Morningwood. Usually just helps itself. I mean,
Oh, you're trying to get a rise out of us?
We should
all the trash that needs to make full masts.
Yes, that would be.
putting a real curve in our path that we have to take.
Maybe.
Somebody mark the stream, please.
Oh gosh.
Perchance you can
The
help
grieving
us
wood.
with some mounts, some steeds to get there.
Steve.
To get across the water.
No, to go south through the, the forest.
I can see what I have available for you.
Dragons?
Great.
Do you know where you will be staying in the city? It is going to
Not
be awfully late by the time
particularly.
you go home.
No, we didn't get anywhere. We didn't get a room. I mean, the tower's right over there.
I mean, to cross Miasma Lake would take a day.
Mhm.
Not to mention, of course, the dangers of the lake itself.
I mean, do you have anywhere that we could stay for the night?
There are a few that I could recommend or have someone recommend for you. Of course, I wouldn't know where to stay in my own city because I do have this lovely curated home.
Of course, of course.
I will have someone make arrangements for you.
That is very kind.
And I'm happy you did not steal from my family's crypt.
We would never think of that.
I must go and address some other things here. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, of course.
Thank you so much. It was such a pleasure.
Thank you.
To see you and speak to you again.
Pleasure to meet you.
Of course, shall you ever need to speak to me again, be sure to go through proper channels. Order.
Thank you.
Is important here.
Well, that went
So,
well.
Can I get a intelligence check from everybody, please?
Intelligence?
Oh, God.
No.
Like a save or...
I said check.
Needs a check.
Wow.
They're going well.
Yep.
15 from Sanasha, 19 from Emmeline.
Oh wait, I still have my inspiration.
Do you want to use it on this?
Yeah, you got a
It
six.
fucking matter apparently.
So, Emily,
Does that still count?
Is after this conversation, that last word that she spoke to you all, you kind of begin to piece it all together that the city might have a hidden purpose, and that purpose would be to be almost like a propaganda machine for the Empire. It shapes the careful decisions that comes out of this city, shapes the Empire's identity, its culture, its aesthetics throughout the rest.
So think Hollywood of the Sanguisian Empire.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh God, she's an old starlet with lots of plastic surgery.
That's what the bone enhancements are. The body changes, the clothes that show you in a very particular way or a more ideal way. That's what this city is.
Well, she said she would get it all sorted. I'm going to go peruse the snacks that they have and mingle until we get some more information on where we're going to stay. But I think we should get some rest. And then leave pretty soon in the morning if we can.
Yeah. Kind of tired. This mirror stuff's kind of heavy. It like kind of shuffle his coat around.
It's just like, I kind of feel like I'm wearing too much and nothing all at the same time.
It's heavy, but it's so revealing. And he'll like glance down at his chest.
I love mine. I think they were very, very thoughtful of what I would enjoy. I think it's great. Look at these sleeves. This is cool.
This is gorgeous.
Did the rest of the houses look angry? By the way, as we were siding with
a number of the designers looked angry. The sacrifices were crying as they were ushered away. By taking part, you indirectly took part in their execution. But they also agreed to and signed up for it. So really, if they didn't like it, they could have always have left. You know, that's what the governing body does say. So as you go to step down to just to go to the snacks and mingle, a bone carved golem steps up. Lady Darthbine informed me that you are in the need of somewhere to stay this evening, and I have already arranged everything, and you may follow me. I will guide you there.
Are we expected to change before we go, or do we already change back into our... Like, we'll change back in our regular
You will
clothing
change
before we...
prior to departure. I'll take you to a private room, but you are allowed to do so.
Excellent, good.
The Mirror Witch did say I could keep mine. So I will not be changing. Thank you. She's gonna try to like put on a brave... No, she's gonna put on a brave face and kind of straighten her shoulders and look at this golem.
Can I get a deception check, please?
Yeah. All right, I need this. I need this deception. I am going to use my inspiration point for that.
Okay.
Because I can. No way!
It's okay, you'll get it back after you rest.
I, of course, am not suited to disagree with you. Just speaking logically, if this were not to be true, I'm not saying it's not. She would come for you.
She's just joking around. Don't worry about it. Emmeline's a jokester, right, Emmeline? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go get changed.
I thought she did. Wait.
She didn't really.
But didn't she?
No, she said you couldn't afford it.
Then I asked if it was on discount.
And she didn't say anything. You have to pay for discounts. It's still a discount. Free is not a discount.
I mean, we can take a little bit of it, right? And Naoki would just like kind of pluck off one of the leaves of the mirror and put it into his pouch.
All right.
Does he
I
hide
will
that?
save. I will save for this.
Okay, I think you just cost yourself the value of your entire grove.
It's only one leaf. They fall off dramatically as you walk down.
Yeah, get changed.
You are taken to a small room, like a long way down the hallway, away from the ballroom. There is a table in the middle, two armchairs, and a big fireplace that is lit. The golem walks out of the room and closes the door. I'll be waiting just outside.
Mm-hmm.
Is it easy to take this stuff off, or do we need like assistance?
As you begin to deprobe.
Yeah.
Who here has the alert feat? Does anybody have the alert feat?
Not anymore. Josh?
Yeah, I don't think anybody that has the alert feat. I think the last person was Rosad.
Yeah. Valerie and Rosad had it.
That's all I need to know.
It doesn't do what it used to do anyways.
Yeah, that's true.
And I will not steal. I will not be stealing.
I'm putting one leaf into my pocket.
Naoki, put it back. Please.
No.
We're trying not to make enemies. We just made friends.
How would they know?
How would they know anything that happens here? These people are magic.
Fine, he'll just like kind of put it gently into the trash can.
Don't like what's happening right now.
No.
That's a lot of things happening right now.
Between the time of Sinasha scolding Naoki for taking apart his outfit, the room erupts into an inky blackness. What the fuck? Shapes shift and move into the darkness. Some of you feel blades pierce your body. Some do not. But we'll find out next week during our session, everybody. So
that's a lot of natural 20s there. I mean,
What?
Everybody, that is where we're going to be
bill.
ending our session for this evening. As we conclude our session for the night, we experienced 10s across the board. Well, not across the board. Some of you failed, but almost, as we were in our first ever Prestige Encounters fashion show, everybody, with Haute Couture. Really happy that everybody was in tonight's session. It was a great time. We'll be back here next week at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here at twitch.tv/LitSouls. Join one of our gaming servers. We have Minecraft, which for Java and Bedrock, 7 Days to Die, Valheim. It's a lot of fun. Join our Discord if you haven't yet done so, lichsouls.com/Discord, or use the link below underneath the Twitch feed. However, I'm going to go ahead and pass it on to Jeremiah, who plays Diablo Dorado here in our campaign.
Wonderful session, everybody. Very fashion forward, I shall say. We did mostly good, and we made it through in the end, which is the important part, because if we failed and we were supposed to get sacrificed or something, I am not sure how that would go. Now, I am concerned about some people feeling, blades hurt them. Hoping it's not me. But we'll see. And great session. Thank you, everyone. And I'll pass it over to Quentin, who plays Renatus.
Thank you so much, Jeremiah. Yeah, great session all around, even though Renatus hated every single person they had an interaction with tonight. But great role play. Great little moment of those of us who had our runway moment. Haven't got to do many performance checks as Renatus, despite apparently being like the second or third highest performance check ever of the group. But thanks, charisma score. Anyway, I don't have much else. Great session all around. Can't wait to see who ended up getting stabbed next week. But as always, thank you to everyone who was chatting it up in chat tonight. I know we had a few new people in, so thank you to all of them. Thank you to all of our wonderful role players for bringing this amazing story together. And speaking of amazing stories, thank you to our wonderful DM Michael for putting together this story for us to bring to life here each and every week that we can. And I don't have anything else. So with that, I'm going to pass it off to Guy, who is playing Sinasha.
Yeah.
It was a fun session tonight. We managed to mostly avoid combat, I guess, though maybe not. Was really interesting. I love the design and aesthetics of this city. It's so like unique and twisted and messed up, and was meant to like challenge each of our characters morally, and we got to have fun and mostly show off some really cool fashion while helping one house and pissing off the other 6, and just to meet with Lady Darthbind. You know, we'll find out what all this means, but it was a fun, interesting session. I always love when a world is so creative, and the moral theming tonight is very dark. Though I do say that we really should have gone to the elemental plane of Earth. I will say again because it's super cool.
Fire.
Sorry, fire. But yeah, well done, former Dungeon Master Michael. Good played across the board from the entire party. I'm gonna pass it on to our newly christened Domfear Cleric of Nexus, Percy, played by Josh, the Mighty Brit.
Thanks, I guess. No, I thought that was a really cool session. I liked this place a lot. It's very cool. What am I trying to say? Like, I like the different divides between the people, I guess, and how like the weird freaky workers have to turn around because they can't like speak at you, which is a bit weird, but I thought it was cool. Yeah, and like the guards being like doll people was super freaky as well, but I bet they like pack a punch if you fight them, so I say we don't do that. But yeah, cool runway moment. Wish I rolled better, but that's the way the dice goes, and we'll never know if Percy can slay on that dance floor. So maybe Percy's new goal is actually to get another runway up so he can slay just like everyone else. But yeah, super excited for next session. Hopefully I didn't get stabbed. That would be cool if I did. Hopefully I didn't die again, I guess. And then yeah, imagine if it was a steak and I'm just like permanently dead. Anyway, with that, I'll pass it on to Chloe, who plays Evelyn.
Similar sentiments. I mean, this was a super duper fun session for me. I was having a ton of fun with everything that Michael put together. You know, those couple of weeks, those details came in clutch, let me tell you what. Okay, so overall, again, I didn't really have a goal. Lady Darthbind, just want to see her, say hi, see her again. Gorgeous. And yeah, from here on out, I'm expecting more combat, more lore, and I'm ready to see where we go after our successes here tonight. Emlyn fit in here. Emlyn loves this city. Emlyn's extremely glad that they live next to this city. Everything's working out. Things are great. You know, things that happened back in the old continent, don't worry about it. The old country, don't worry about that. Everything else, just don't worry about it. This is our story. We're great. We're heroes. So
everything's coming up, Evelyn.
Yep. With that being said, I'm going to pass it over to Naoki, played by Isaac. You slay in my heart.
It's okay. I wasn't the one that like actually, you know, got sent home. I was kind of the one that slayed the lip sync, but was about to go home. Yeah, it was a really fun session. Loved seeing all the different kind of fashions, and it's like a not more roleplay heavy, very weird world we're in right now. It's very creepy, but in like a very beautiful kind of way. It's like that really pristine, but it's like, oh god, I feel like I'm gonna die here. You
might.
I can't wait to see what happens though, because apparently people want us dead now, which is pretty usual for us, but you know, not like this. They usually just attack us head on.
Par for the course.
Yeah.
But we'll have to see next week.
You know. Don't get.
I'll pass it back over to Michael.
Thank you so
Don't get too big
much,
for your britches, right?
Isaac, and thank you to everyone for being part
Big
of
for
the
your
session, part of
birches.
the audience and everything. You know, I'm so happy that most of you did not it up. It was absolutely amazing. I will say that I loved tonight's session, and I love leaving things on a cliffhanger too. So I'm not gonna say anything else other than bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.